Previously on Legend of the Flaming Heteros.
And then I want to point to some music that I can see on the wall behind you to say, like, could you tell me a little bit more about that? And as you turn, I want to make a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Right at the start of the shopping trip.
So
the rest of the episode will be as prison breaking Regina.
Okay. So you open the box, and in it there is an old, clunky, like 90s mobile phone. This is a Nokia 666. The bit like screen embedded that has just like come in to follow the hole you just fell down. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, but I am a snake oil salesman. And just like
oh no!
I got that vape, didn't I? Well, seems silly not to.
And just kind of lie on his back, and it's gonna hit the cursed vape of King Solomon's tears.
So there's Regicide, Reginarwol, and who's this? The last
Not
one?
quite exactly what you were looking for, but you also find Reginald Jr.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Who is a teenage girl who you apparently insisted on also calling Reginald.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Or more. Or like a remix.
That's where you come in, Boomslang. I think it's time for Boomslang to lie down.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Good evening, and welcome back to Science and Sorcery, the show where science communicators play Dungeons and Dragons to raise money for charity. Although we're not raising money for charity tonight. Tonight we are continuing the adventure of the Legend of the Flaming Heteros. My name is Dagmar Dermaidman. As always, I am joined by my fellow players, Sam Langford, Jasmine Scarlett, Khalil Thurlaway, and our DM, Alex Holt. We are going to get back into the adventure very shortly, but first, a few quick announcements. You might be aware, June is Pride Month! Yay! Woo! Air horns! For Pride Month, we are bringing you not one, not two, but 3 charity one-shots. The first one has already been announced. We are returning to the Isle of Kurtas with DM Trevor Valley, Khalil Thurlaway, Charlotte Roughton, Liz Quinlan, and Alex Petrovnia as players. We'll see exactly what's happened to the players on the island since the Velocilobster tore the skyship from the air. Will they die? There is a... Probably, yes. Probably. But it'll still be fun to watch. You know, no spoilers. They're gonna die. The other 2 one-shots will be announced in the coming weeks. The first one, our DM, is the wonderful Jess McLaughlin. Jess is a good friend of the show. We're very excited to have them back on. They also joined us for our special with Tabletop Titties. Other announcements, we now have a dedicated Redbubble store. We are Science N Sorcery, that is Science letter N Sorcery. You can get the Science and Sorcery logo, our Pride edition of our logo, and the logo of the Legend of the Flaming Heteros on a shirt, on a shower curtain. For £120, you can get it on a duvet cover. If you get that one, we love you. All of the money that we make... And we want to see it. We want to sleep in that bed. We will all show up at your house and sleep in your bed. Sorry. It's part of what the money goes to.
In a consensual way.
Yes, we'll take turns if that's what you want. But no, if you want to get some stuff with our logos on it, help support the show, that is a great way to do it. If you don't want to buy things for it, but still want to give us money, you can go over to Patreon. But now you can also buy things and support us, which is also exciting. I think that's everything. Alex? What on earth are we up to? Did Boomslang go lie down?
I mean, that's up to Boomslang. But, so, Across the multiverse, the concept of music takes myriad forms. The chime masters of Gixxer dedicate their whole lives to performing a single perfect note at a singularly perfect place and time, while the Velocirockers of Metalworld aspire to sick shredding of thousands of notes per second. And as it is above, so below, except being considerably smaller than the entire multiverse, but with many of the cultures represented in a considerably smaller space than all of time and possibility, the music scene of Melded has been described as a lot, and what the fuck is all this racket? Wishing to get to experience the full range of music available in this one unique place, a mortal approached one Braggadocia Bashir, a powerful djinn, and wished to have a way for the people of Melded to experience it all. Braggadocia, having no particular desire to waste a fraction of her mighty power on such a mundanely achievable wish, decided instead to arrange the Melded annual Battle of the Bands, and now has been doing so for the past 217 years, and has made enough of a living out of it that she's been able to comfortably retire from the wish-granting business. Whoever wins each year gains superstardom and unique prizes provided by the sponsors of the year. With such heady possibilities in mind, we find the Flaming Heteros in their practice room preparing for what lies ahead. And so, you said you wanted to practice. What are you up to, everyone?
So we just got back from shopping.
More or less. I mean, I think you would have had a long rest at this point.
Cool.
Because Boomslang was high as a kite. I mean, higher than usual.
I mean, yeah, there's levels of Boomslang highness, I assume.
Yeah, Boomslang was kind of approaching the kind of less useful part of his inebriation kind of cycle as we got back from shopping. So yeah, he probably had a bit of a lie down, kind of curled up, and then probably got woken up by the sounds of the rest of the band starting to practice.
Lavinia casually casting a lesser restoration on him just in case.
So we've just got time to practice, right? That's what you said there. We're in a practice room. Okay.
Yeah.
So Boomslang's going to come in, kind of like pulling on his leather jacket and kind of like licking his eyeballs to wet them a little bit.
Ooh, what time is it?
About time that you were here, to be honest. This is really not very long ago.
Sorry, yeah, this is important. Yeah, focusing. Yeah, Battle of the Bands, that's what we're doing. Yes, that.
So, does everybody know what their job is?
I believe so.
So, lead vocals, yeah?
Unfortunately, yes.
Cobra.
I believe Dream was
Spoons.
playing the spoon. Yes, Dream's playing the spoon.
The single spoon.
Yes, just the one. Can't expect it to have more than one, really. Not at this place. And I will be in charge of the sharks. I've taught them a dance. Yeah? Yes, I've taught them a dance. They don't like dancing, but they will do it. And then if one of the other bands is beating us, I'm going to cast silence on them, subtly. I think that's what we agreed.
Yeah, as everybody knows, that I will be taking up the role of Bez from the Happy Mondays. Like, I'll be just like maracas, maybe a lyre, just vibing around.
But it's the Saturday.
What?
What's a happy... What do you mean, the Happy Mondays?
What is that?
He's happy and mundane, okay?
Happy Mundanes.
Okay.
Happy Mundanes.
I mean, I would not call Reginald mundane, but I mean...
He's got low self-esteem. Just go with it. He'll feel better
No, you're a
after
special
we
guy.
win.
You're a special guy, Reginald. We're going to go out there, we're going to show him what's what.
Being patronized. And we're only like 9 minutes in.
And Boomslang's like way into your personal space as well. Like, a bit too close.
Like rather than like fingers watching, it's like tongue watching.
I did want to ask, does anyone feel they might need some assistance with their charisma?
I'm charismatic as hell, but
Okay.
any help that you can give,
I can certainly give us all a bit more charisma if you think that's necessary.
Couldn't hurt.
Well, we'll need to do this not too far in advance, but right before we go on stage, I can give us all a little boost.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
sounds good.
I might have something in my bag that I got from the shop that might help. I'll have to.
Oh, well, did we ever find out what those other vapes did? Will any of those help?
Ooh.
Did you
Well,
find
one
it?
way
I
to
can't
find
remember.
out. We find
didn't-
out King
we
Solomon's
only-
tears, isn't it?
Yeah, we only found out that King Solomon's tears exudes a cloud of regret.
Don't do that one.
Well,
Yeah.
after one of the other performances, we could blow it onto the jury, and then they'll feel regretful that they just watched that performance. I'm not saying we should cheat. I'm just saying, if we're losing, we should cheat.
Fog machines are part of any good performance.
I'm happy with that. I'll happily cheat. I do not give a shit. I just want to win. So in whatever way we can do it, I'm down.
Very good. I have several spells that can assist us.
Nice.
I can make
I
them
have-
blind or deaf. I can make them be completely silent for a little while. It'll be good for everyone. If they're
like
really
it-
bad.
I feel like it's maybe a bit nicer to just make them silent rather than to disable them in any way.
Yeah, but did we come here to be nice or did we come here to win?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever will get us there.
This is melded. We're literally on a deadly manhunt to try and.
I mean, we
escape
haven't.
the city.
Technically, we haven't started that manhunt yet.
I know that's like next on the to-do list. You know, we've got Battle of the Bands.
Escape
Then-
melded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities.
So, do we want to have a practice in any way? I don't know how we do that, but we can.
I won't insist you RP that if you haven't come up with a way of
Sure,
doing it.
how we would. I don't have any musical instruments. I do have a shark.
I don't know what I do with food.
Ensemble music on stream can only end well, right?
Yeah, I
Only
mean,
if it latencies and
Especially
lag.
if we haven't prepared it.
improv. Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong there. It would be beautiful for everyone.
We'll be at Eurovision next year. It'll be great.
I mean,
No, Eurovision.
I'm getting the urge to fire someone. Sam.
I've done nothing. I'm just sat here waiting to find out what's going on, like completely confused. But I do think we should talk about priorities, right?
Yes.
Because there is this hunt that we're going to have to go on.
Yes.
Has anyone heard anything?
the only lead you had so far, particularly, was to speak to the Old World Society.
Yeah.
And we had a name,
well, I was-
right?
Well, you were going to. I believe you were going to go and ask Siegfried if he could
Yes.
sort of get you in touch.
Yes. Well, we had Lord the Merval, the Riftwalker.
Oh
We were
yes.
told that person had a staff with the same powers as that cloak.
Yes.
Also, I need to find a page in the Forbidden Twilight catalog, but that's on the list.
And there was a forbidden section in the library potentially that have more answers for us.
Yes. We gotta break into the restricted section. Library heist is priority number 2. Below the Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the Bands, Forbidden Section, try and
Maybe
escape.
kill a guy. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we could chase down this lead about the that society you were talking about, because then if we can put some feelers out, find them, then maybe we'll be able to find this person. Because I mean, we're good at killing people when we find them, if that's what we're meant to do to this person. But I mean, we need to find him.
Yes. I would like to go and talk to Sigrid, our
Okay.
lovely landlord.
He's actually sort of like in the because it is his mansion you live in. You are in a sort of actual recording studio space, so he is literally just watching you, enjoying your prowess of musical thing from behind one of those like screens.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk out to him. Is it Siegfried or Siegfried?
Siegfried. But I might be just butchering other people's pronunciation, so
I don't.
But it's my world. It's pronounced how I like.
Yes, it is. Siegfried, you're a well-learned, well-traveled individual.
Yes, I am. What can I help you with?
Well, we're looking to take on some work for these people, but they didn't tell us where we were meant to find them. They're called the Old World Society, and frankly, that sounds like something you'd be interested in, potentially.
Oh, this is the Old World Society. Yes, I know them. Yes, they are basically the survivors of previous multiverses. They are
Yes.
quite an eccentric lot. You don't end up surviving the multiverse by being a sort of regular Joe, as the people say. I don't know where this accent is going. It's
Doing great.
it's just drifting Francewards.
Siegfried's
But yes, I could certainly arrange a meeting with them.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Yeah, we heard they had some work which we could potentially do for them, but not sure of any details, because the person who told us this, then I don't know, their trousers suddenly caught fire, and then they ran away.
That's only slightly unusual, but it's still a little unusual for melded.
A little. Not unheard of, though. I've heard it's been happening more and more frequently these days.
Ooh,
Whilst this is
God,
happening,
I better fireproof my trousers.
whilst in the background of this, like Reginar is just looking at the instruments that he has and picks up the lyre that he picked up last time and just strums.
Okay. Okay. So roll a d20.
18.
Okay. So you're in a large estate at the minute, but it's not like within the estate is nowhere near as big as the radius of the lyre. So somewhere out there, someone's pants are presumably caught on fire, but not that you can detect at this exact moment.
One day you'll roll a natural one, and your own trousers will catch
Yeah.
fire.
So how long do we have until it kicks off?
Oh well, funny you should speak. There is a car pulled up outside, ready to take you there.
Straight away.
Oh, wonderful! Is Gollum driving us?
Are
you joining?
I will. I have my own things to do, but this car is sent by the competition itself to pick you up.
Oh,
apparently.
wonderful!
Wow.
Well, we are talents after all. Shall we?
Yes, it's fancy. Do we have everything that we need? Is there anything that anyone needs to collect? Have we got all the vapes?
Oh, I've got Solomon's Tears. Oh, wait, and runs off and comes back with a tiny little like a little kind of like metal cone, almost like a grommet. Like, forgot my song cone.
Important. I think Dream had the other.
I had the one of I think was it something like 7 Dying Worlds or something like that. I can't remember, something like that.
Yeah,
You're gonna get
Embers.
us sort out these
Worlds.
babes.
Yeah, one of the babes. That's the babe I had.
And I have sandalwood.
I might have the other ones then, but I don't have them written down, so I couldn't tell you what they
The
are.
other one, I do have the notes here. So there's 2 more after that. So the other 2 would be a hero sacrifice squandered and a ship of dead men's nails, and I can't remember who had which.
I think we said I had them, but
Okay.
we really gotta sort out these babes, man.
So are we?
You only know what one of them does.
Yes.
We get to go climbing in this transport.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head out into the courtyard, and there is indeed a sort of a hover car pulled up outside. It's a very sort of sleek, silver-looking thing. It's got sort of thrusters that's where the wheels would normally be. There's sort of no sort of emblems on it. It looks like it's probably very expensive.
Who's driving?
So you all in there?
Well, who's driving this hover car?
Oh, it's like an automated one.
Oh, heard that these sometimes lose their way a little bit. Maybe run some innocent, like hit a wall or something.
Catch fire.
Some of these self-driving hover cars
Yeah.
can't be trusted.
Well, especially the ones in the tunnels. I
Yeah.
know tunnels are immune to surface weather conditions, but they do get flooded an awful lot by the sewer clowns.
Not immune to underground weather conditions.
Exactly. And we all know sewer clowns have their own weather system.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the first thing you learn about sewer clowns.
That's why they're such a pest, really.
I'm assuming you got like handed a pamphlet the other day, and so you're all very keen to like show off this new knowledge of.
We're
Hey, we
all
got
acting
the
like
gas
we're the only one who's
mask,
ready.
Comes with a free gas
Just
mask,
one,
right?
but just one gas mask for the four of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you think you might have sewer clowns?
Sewer clowns for you.
Sewer clowns, a forbidden love.
Oh, right. Let's get in this hover car. That's far enough.
Let's go.
So the hover car does begin to sort of ascend, and it's initially quite a smooth journey. You see yourself drifting far above the sort of the surface meldage, and you can kind of get a sense of the whole city for perhaps the first time. The whole thing is this sort of giant teardrop of sort of nonsensical buildings clashing against each other in a myriad of architectural styles, sort of hanging in this void. So you pass over the sort of shining metal corporate district, the sort of infamous Hell's Sock Drawer, and worst of all, Throckmorton upon the Wold. Nasty place, that.
That's where the sewer clowns originate.
And you are getting to sort of about the point where you could see where the Battle of the Bands Stadium is taking place. And suddenly, the front of the car catches on fire.
Oh, Virginar.
No, nothing to do with me. Not like does this car have pants? I don't think it does.
Not that you can immediately see, but
Fuck.
So Boomslang would have been sitting probably right in the middle of the back seat because he's got he's quite slender hips, and he was probably leaning across either whoever's on either side, maybe Dream or something, with his face pressed up against the window, and then kind of when the smoke starts billowing past the window, he goes, I told you, it can't be trusted."
Does anybody know how to stop these cars? Like, is it still moving? Is the car still going?
it's still moving at the minute, but there is a slight. It's starting to curve down.
How far above the surface are we?
You're probably about a kilometre up.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
good.
Let's have some improv here as to how you're going to escape this situation.
I say we jump.
Could teleport out.
You could teleport out, Dream.
Taking one with you?
Bye. Bye. No, I would never do that. Maybe.
Alex, what are the light levels right now?
It's you probably very close to Twilight, but not quite there yet.
No, are we in dim light?
I would say, let's be nice and say yes.
Okay, in that case, I can fly.
Okay. Can you get out of the car?
And I can probably carry Reginar.
Alright, bye.
yeah, can we get out of this car? Like, I know there's problems when they're on fire, the doors don't open.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case. It's like they had some kind of electronic door.
I would... Please?
Is this the time... it makes me sick to say this, but is this the time for Goldenrod? Like, to help us break out? Like, just this giant snake will smash out of the car?
I mean, Goldenrod
I
is
could smash
amazing
us
at
out
a
of
lot
the
of
car.
things, but I mean, I do have something that I think could really, really, really help. Get us out the car. Won't help with anything else. So we're gonna have to have everything else ready for when I do it, because it will definitely get us out of the car.
You are at this point coming into a bit of a steeper nosedive, and the fire is getting bigger.
Dream, you can teleport, right? Can you teleport with me? Can you take me? Can you take me with you when you teleport?
Yeah.
Are you able to? Okay,
Yeah.
great. So if
I've got Reginar. Unless I drop him.
You've got me.
But
Okay.
we won't
You ready?
take
Unless I don't.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I cast Shatter.
Yes!
On the
This is
front
my
half
favorite
of
spell.
the front half of the car.
Okay.
I imagine we're all in the back, like Black Taxi or like small limo style,
Yeah.
and so I'm just shattering the front of the car off.
Okay, so roll damage for that.
I believe that's 3d8. Is that thunder damage? Yeah. Yes. That is gonna be 11 thunder damage if I got the.
Okay, so as you cast this,
I should have cast it out.
as you cast this, all the windows in the front half of the car just blow out immediately. And you also do sort of knock aside a bit of like pleather that had been covering the steering wheel, revealing that this is indeed a Tulsa car.
We shouldn't have trusted it.
Well, you live and learn. Right, going down.
Alright, I'm gonna use my steps of night to just step out and I start flying.
Okay.
And then I grab
I'm
Reginar.
holding on. I'm holding on. for
Grab
dear
Reginar.
Okay.
I'm gonna coil around Dream's body with my snaky body.
This is very uncomfortable right now.
It's probably the safest.
Okay. And
Sorry.
then, I'll do Dimension Door.
How far does Dimension Door go?
Only 500 feet, isn't it? It's like...
500 feet, yeah.
So we
So-
might have to free fall for a little bit.
Yeah.
Fine. It's very uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm going to say.
Free falling.
So if Reginar and Lavinia are free flying at the minute, I was going to say the other two probably need to make me a reflex saving throw against like being burnt by the fire that's on this car.
So is that a dex save?
Yes.
Oh, easy peasy. 26. Oh, and you get a +4 from my aura.
Okay, so that's 19. Then plus what? Sorry, what was that? +4.
So I think you're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sort of managed to like scuttle to the back of the car so you get a bit of a face full of smoke, but
We're two animals that are, notoriously good at scurrying. You know?
yes. The famously fire-resistant leopards and cobras. Just that's science facts, right?
It is now.
Yes. Science fact: neither leopards or cobras like being on fire.
So we've scooched to the back of the car.
Yeah, and I will say, like, as the car is literally like in a nosedive, and you're just that last second, and you get just within range, just as the fire is looking at you, and you teleport down onto the nearest top of a tower that you can reach.
As soon as we arrive, I instantly uncoil because I realised that it was making Dream a little uncomfortable.
That's better. Thank you.
Sorry, just didn't want to be left behind, you know?
You would have been fine.
And then we just see the car crash and explode in a fireball.
Okay, maybe a little bit bad.
Yeah.
Be You would have been fine.
I mean, I would have been fine at my next shed, but like, I need, I've got to be pretty for tonight. This is half the act.
So a funny thing you notice about the place you're in now is everything is black and white, like entirely monochrome except for yourselves, and you realise that you must have sort of crashed at the edge of Little Noir Town.
Do we hear like a trumpet in the distance? Like...
Yes, you absolutely do.
It was then that I realised that we had to win Battle of the Bands.
You look down to the street and literally, like, everyone is wearing trench coats and fedoras.
I popped the collar of my biking jacket just to fit in a bit more.
You light a match and let it burn down to your fingers just so you can feel something.
Where are Regina and I? Are we with them?
Well, I mean, you're like up in the sky, but I presume you're sort of heading to join.
I have 4 minutes of flying total, so we're gonna like dash for it essentially.
Yeah, that's fine. So
I realize I'm slowed down, but
I mean, if you want to, you even probably have time to get them off the tower as well and onto street level.
I don't think I get my carry weight is only 270 pounds, Alex.
Yeah, but I mean, like
oh, back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many minutes would that take? Just so I know how many charges I have left.
I would say you could probably do that. So let's say it takes like 30 seconds to get down to them, and an extra. Let's call it 2 minutes total that you've lost.
Cool. That means I can fly more.
Thanks, Lav.
Yeah, welcome.
Can we never do that again?
Appreciate it.
I really, next time we get in one of those self-driving cars, we should check the brand.
Oh, we're just not getting in one next time.
Yeah, we'll walk next time.
Yeah, walk. Yeah.
Or teleport or fly.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Check it out. I've never been to Noir Town before. It seems very gritty yet classy.
There is just like jazz playing from somewhere nearby.
Somehow I just feel so brooding.
Yeah.
So, right, do we need to get through Noir Town to get to the stadium now? Is this the...
Yeah. So Noir Town is sort of the next district over to where the stadium is. So you're not that far.
Okay. Well, we'd best get a move on. Do we have enough time to get down there? Do you want me to send a message to Jin Braggadocio that we might be slightly late?
Oh, how long time?
You would. I mean, you. It would be tight, but you should just about be able to get there on time if you make good progress.
If we're delayed, I will let them know we're running late. But otherwise, let's just get a move on.
Let's do it. A black and white whiskey has appeared in Boomslang's hand. Doesn't even realize.
Boomslang, you shouldn't drink things you find on the street. We've been over this.
Reginald has a cigar for no apparent reason.
Fucking, I don't like this, but I'm just, I've got it now.
Puff pass, mate.
Lavinia's fruit hat, which she is wearing tonight. All of the fruits just turned into like little balls of star fruit, so it's just black and white circles all around her hat.
And Dream is alright. Dream is still a cat.
Yes.
At this point, you realise that sort of everyone is like giving you weird looks because, like, as if you kind of like hurt their eyes a bit to look at because you are the only colour in this entire district. Like,
so we don't become like
no.
Either. We are. Oh god, it feels like
so. It's kind of like Sin City vibes.
To Dream, this wouldn't look that different than normal, though, right?
Yeah,
cats can only see like blue and grey, basically. Just like we've suddenly got some accoutrements, and Dream's just like, well.
Like, oh, this is a nice place.
One of us is wearing a flat cap.
Yeah, probably a flat cap instead of like my white turban, I suppose. But no, I don't notice. Dream doesn't notice.
Somehow it is always like nighttime in Noir Town. Like it's. There's not even any like physical reason it should be the case. It just is.
Boomslang is kind of like dancing down the street and like twirling round lampposts and like showing off his like red jacket in the lamplight.
In the time that we've been discussing this, the cigar has burnt down to the end. So we're definitely running out of time. We need to get going.
Yeah.
What's the best way? Does anyone know?
Okay, make me a survival check if you so wish.
Oh, 9.
Of course, I didn't find the path. Didn't think we would need it. Could I... Hold on, where's the goddamn card? There it is.
So we have 9 from Reginald.
Are we all doing it?
Oh,
we all do it. Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Boomslang is not
Decided
down.
to let me do it. So what's that?
18.
18. Okay, so Lavinia, I think you've probably been here before. Like, there is a branch of the your particular temple down here.
IKEA loves monochrome.
Yeah, famously so. But it was just like there was just a really grizzled person on the door, and it was kind of awkward. So you left after a while. You didn't think there were going to be any help.
No, it was a bit too Nordic noir for me. They kept finding bodies, and then there was a depressed detective that kept showing up.
I think
with a drinking problem.
There's just a random dead person in every flat pack you buy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit upsetting.
Hold it up.
We actually had to assemble them. It was gross.
When you like try to figure out if it fits in your place, you draw it out in white tape. Like,
Yes. It's a strange subsection of the religion. I'm not the biggest fan. I personally prefer the maximalism branch.
Yeah, it's a very particular orthodox branch that just.
I'm a bit more Art Deco myself.
Yeah. So with 18, you sort of like managed to sort of meander your way through the dive bars and the sort of alleys, which are all named Crime Alley. Doesn't really help for navigation purposes, but it's just how it works. And eventually you do sort of see like odd specks of color beginning to sort of reintegrate into things. And you find yourself heading into the entertainment district, which is where the stadium that Braggadocia is hosting this at is.
All right, let's go. I'm 3 whiskeys down. Let's do this.
Oh dear, I should have kept an eye on him.
No, that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. You should not let me drink a 4.
Okay, no. Lavinia just picks Boomslang up with one hand and takes the drink with the other.
Like, tip him upside down a bit. Just like...
by this point,
Keeps
Reginald's
walking
just
the whole
running ahead.
time.
Okay, so you get to the sort of the entrance that you'd been sort of told about when you signed up, and you're sort of like shuffled through quickly, and you find this the sort of like various stagehands are sort of like fretting. It's like you're very, very late. What took you so long?
That useless carriage you sent for us crashed in Noir Town.
Yeah, you really, really shouldn't have gone with the Tulsa. I mean, honestly, are you trying to kill us?
We didn't send a car.
Someone tried to murder us. That's smart. I like that.
Dream, no.
Oh. No, that's bad, apparently.
I mean,
it can be both.
People have been trying to kill me for a long time.
People trying to kill us is bad.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Still, that's smart.
Well, not smart enough.
We should have thought of doing something similar, but we didn't.
So I'm adding to the list of priorities, Battle of the Bands, Forbidden Twilight section, find whoever tried to kill us, Old World Society, leave.
Well, whoever tried to kill us is probably here, so let's pay close attention when we walk in to the green room. Okay. Who's surprised to see us? And then we kill them.
I mean, there's no time for the green room. Like, you've got to get on stage now.
Oh.
Okay, fine. fine. Then we get on stage now. You really should vet the people who are performing here. Honestly,
We'll circle back to this. Let's go.
Yeah. So you are sort of like hurried up, and Braggadocious like, "Oh, fuck, I'll take. I don't have time to write an intro for you. I'm just going to make something up. It won't be good, but okay, just get out there." So
hey, that's what I do every time.
Let's do magic.
So you are like brought out onto the stage.
Right before that, I'm gonna very quickly cast Enhance ability and give us all Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast it at 5th level to encompass all of us.
I'm gonna turn
So
to.
that's-
Oh, sorry.
No, just to tell you what that does. So Eagle Splendor, you have advantage on all charisma checks.
Amazing. I'm gonna turn to Regina just as we're like about to go on stage, and just be like, "Mate, you got this, yeah? We got this. We got this." And that's Bardic Inspiration. Mine is not as good as yours. Mine is a D6.
Four.
Cool. So yeah, so that's just for whenever you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to that now whilst I've got it.
Yeah.
Can I double check if there's any technicians around?
Yeah, you can make a quick perception check.
25.
Yeah, you can see sort of various sound technicians sort of like setting up everything in the back.
Okay, I'd like to go up to the nearest one, and I would like to try and charm them.
Okay. So this is a guinea pig with a name badge that just says Carl on it.
Hi, Carl.
Well, hi there. How can I help you?
So at this point, can I just try and cast Charm Person at this point?
Okay.
So.
And I qualify. It's not like a big guinea pig. It's just a regular sized guinea pig.
Yeah, just a regular guinea pig.
Like the size of a miniature giant space hamster.
Yeah. Miniature giant non-space guinea pig.
Alright, so I rolled 17.
Okay. So is that what's the is it a save on their part?
Yeah. Our wisdom saving throw.
They rolled a 3, so they are charmed.
Okay. Carl.
Yes.
I love the fact that you're one of the. Are you a sound technician? Or are you a lighting technician? What is it?
Oh, I do sound.
Sound. Okay. So Carl, if during the battle this evening, when me and the other Flaming Heteros are on stage, if I give you the signal, which is I'm going to squeak really loudly.
Okay.
You'll recognize it. You're a guinea pig.
Yep.
I would like you to. I'd like you to turn off the sound of whoever we're battling against. Would you be okay doing that?
Sure thing.
Right. Okay. Let's see how Carl gets on with it. That's it. That's all I want to do with Carl at this point. Thanks,
Okay.
Carl.
No problem. Okay, so as you are brought out onto the stage, are we going to have to make Carl merch now?
Yes.
Let's see if Carl
I
survives
know
tonight.
someone we can probably use their guinea pigs as
As a
templates.
guinea pig.
So, as you're sort of brought out onto the stage, you find that there are sort of two stages opposite each other. So you're brought out onto one, and at the far end is another one. And there's all the sort of like sparks and flamethrowers, sort of like making dramatic effects around each end of the arena. And then around all the outside is the audience, and there's just huge audience watching and screaming, and then you hear Braggadocia over the microphone. Welcome to the Melded Battle of the Bands, Season 218. Tonight we have Heat 12, sponsored by Florbogob's protein-flavored cubes. All of the rich flavor of protein with none of the nutrition. Tonight we have a real special lineup. On this side, a group who turned up late, so I didn't write an intro for them. The Flaming Heteros.
as we come out on stage, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make air horn noises.
Okay. Just roll me a quick,
I just really want an air horn.
Have you prepared an air horn though, in real life?
I wish. No.
Yeah. And facing them in this heat, the Bovidae-faced billionaire, the king of car making, the winner of Smug Magazine's Smuggest Man for the last 6 years running. And you see a man walk out onto the stage, and he has a sort of robotic antelope mask. Eland Mask!
This motherfucker!
Boo.
And also from robots he brought along.
Robots with him.
Boo.
Oh, we can take out those robots, no problem.
And I think that's that dramatic interlude. We shall have our break now.
Get ready for the
He
real
tried to
stuff.
kill us.
We're gonna kill
He
them.
knows his cars are shit.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows.
So
There's got to be a
annoying.
certain level of like, I've failed at my job if like the cars you make are so bad that you're using them as murder weapons.
Look, we speak nothing but the truth. Allegedly. Allegedly. If you're trying to sue us, allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't like I don't know any real-world people who have the robotic head of an antelope, so I don't know. This is just an entirely original character.
Yes, yes, it is. We will see you back here in about 5 minutes. 5 to 8. Yes?
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. And
See you
enjoy
soon.
this very special short video during the break. Sam? Play it.
Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great time watching our show tonight. This is just a very quick shout out for one of our great friends, the Tabletop Titties, the weekly queer and feminist TTRPG livestream team who are back for their 3rd season and it's running right now. And they're once again going to be streaming both Dungeons & Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. They're live Tuesdays at 7 PM Pacific with all new characters, exploring an all-new premise, Escaping Tezora, which follows a group of friends who are sucked into a high fantasy escape room, having to fight their way out with the help of their newly acquired avatar bodies, equipped with powerful new skills. This show will explore themes of self-discovery, knock-off pop culture references, chosen family, intrigue, and queer culture. And then, Wednesdays at 8:30 PM Pacific, Titties by Night returns with its 2nd season, and the stakes have never been higher. With the recent release of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the city of London is bound to panic over the alleged existence of vampires. Will the investigators of the occult and unusual be able to hold back the wave of fear, or will they break under the pressure? Good thing they'll have 2 new kindred joining the coterie. Catch the streams live at twitch.tv/tabletop-titties. Or you can catch up with video on demand at www.youtube.com/tabletop-titties.
Good evening and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those ads. Be sure to check out Tabletop Titties as well. They are wonderful. They are our friends. We love them. Back over to you, Alex.
Yes. So, with the reveal of this antelope-headed Eland mask, you notice... make a quick perception check for me.
$20.
27.
18.
23.
So you all immediately cotton on to something slightly unsettling for this, is that the audience appears to be full of nerds. And nerds...
Oh no.
And this eland-headed man does have quite the following among the nerds. And so this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle, especially as Braggadocia explains the rules for you. So, to win this first band part of this competition, there will be 3 rounds. First, each side will play off against each other, and the audience will decide which they like more. At the end of each round, a boon will be gifted. And then, following the 3 rounds of music, we get to what you all came for here, the battle. And that is where these will face off and decide who will win this round of Battle of the Bands. And there's the audience is just sort of like chanting, like, yeah, and you hear an unfortunate amount of Eland Mask. Eland Mask.
Lavinia, you know how you said you could silence?
Oh, yeah.
Can you silence them?
Actually, I can't silence them unless I drop Enhance ability, because they're both concentration spells. Did not think of that.
It's just.
But I can make them all deaf. At least one of them. I've got something better for the robots, though. Because I'm guessing they're powered by magic.
It's possible.
I've got
Isn't everything these days?
I brought some Dispel Magic with me tonight. I think that might help. Just a little bit.
Okay. Braggadocia, so would the leader of each band step forward and take one of these convenient D20s that I have here to decide who goes first?
Reginald, that's you.
Oh, okay, yep, thank you.
So, we shall roll off to see who goes first in this first round. Reginald,
Oh, if we lose this, I'm actually going to be mad in real life.
I'm hoping that the audience is full of the good sort of nerds, like us.
I'm guessing they're all NFT bros.
Yeah, they're not going to be on our
It's
side.
just all the same monkey avatar, and none of them
God.
are sure who owns it.
it is just the same monkey. It's not even the avatar.
Yes. But they're
I
all
rolled-
2D?
I rolled 16.
Okay. And Eland rolls an 11. So, the Flaming Heteros will go first. So, to explain to our audience at home, we've got a little new mechanic for this Battle of the Band stage. So, each team has a sort of musical HP equivalent to their combined performance scores. Each musician in the band can choose to either... this is where I check which of my million pages of notes I actually wrote this down on. But they can either provide the backing, which will add their performance roll for the round to the HP that they have for that round. They can be the lead, which is to attack the other side, or they can just be the support and give advantage to somebody who is doing either of the other two things. They can also each do a single action. However, openly attacking the opponent at this stage is automatic disqualification if you're caught. However, it looks like these rules were written hastily, both in real life and in in the world, and therefore the specifics of what constitute attack could potentially be haggled upon, depending on exactly what you do. A fireball is a no-no. Other, like more
Maybe
subtle
for pyrotechnics, it goes wrong.
Yeah. Oh no! I accidentally dropped my giant inflatable on top of his head.
Just Big B's hand him into the ground.
Yeah. But that is a matter for you to decide. So let's just go. Are any of you deciding to be support in this first round of music?
I will.
Okay. And who do you wish to lend your support to?
I don't know. I'll give it to Boomslang.
Okay. So Boomslang, whenever you roll, you get to add. Let's have a look at Dream Stats. An additional +3 to whatever you roll.
Nice. So yeah, Boomslang kind of feels, the kind of the support of Dream, and like they're both kind of in rhythm, and they're kind of, when you're just kind of reading each other and vibing.
Yeah, the spoon is just like there. That's just like.
Oh boy.
Okay, and so next of all, are any of you going for the beat roll?
I'll do that. I'll do that one.
Okay, so if you roll a d20, you do not have a performance score, I believe.
I have a +0, but I'm thinking if I do some Latin dancing, I get a +4 because of the hat
This is
of
true.
paradise.
Yes.
I am wearing my fruit hat. It is a hat
And you
covered in
do have a
tropical
charisma
fruits.
boost, so that will also raise it up. So
Also that, yes. Well, no, that gives me advantage on charisma-based checks. So I just have advantage on this roll.
so advantage and
a +4. As
yeah.
I'm just like sambaing in the background. That's going to be an 18.
18.
Really?
Right.
I've only rolled 18s.
That is.
What are the stats of that? Someone in the audience tell us. I've rolled 3 times.
Okay, so that brings
You need 8,000? No.
the Flaming Heteros HP for music points. That's MP. Let's call up to a nice round 40 for this first round, and that leaves us with Boomslang and Reginar to perform the leads. So. And
So yeah, like
inspiration encouraged.
feeling the vibe from Dream's support. Boomslang is gonna kind of like. Is there a microphone? Oh no, he's got his song horn actually, his little song cone. So he's gonna pull out his metal cone, and through it he's gonna rap and go. I'm the spitting cobra, spitting nothing but cold bars. A snake trying to escape to find my mate for the good lad's sake. Oh. And is that going to be, I guess, a performance check?
Yes, performance check, and then add the +3 at the end.
Do you have
Wow,
advantage?
I rolled really bad, which is good because.
Do you have advantage?
Yeah, no. One of them was a natural
Okay,
one.
cool.
One of them was an 11.
Okay.
But that's but plus my performance, which is +8, plus the 3 from Dream, so that makes it a 22.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay,
Level 12 characters, baby.
Yeah. So already, the crowd is like right behind you, and just like, yeah, heteros. But then they look really confused. It's like, but not like that. And Reginar.
Yeah, so again, for performance... Ooh, that's going to be good. That is 29.
Oh,
Dang.
nice.
So with that, what Reginar wants to do is that he's got Boomslang rapping to his side, and he's going to do a power slide right across the stage, whilst kind of flipping the V's at the 2 robots on either side.
How tall is Reginar? Could he go through Boomslang's legs?
I am quite small. I think I probably could. Yeah, let's say like through Boomslang's legs, flipping the V's at the robots.
Nice. And does anyone have any additional actions they wish to perform before we move on to your opponents?
I'd like to do the kind of the tongue looking thing at Eland.
Yeah.
And say, by the way, your cars fucking suck. Almost as bad as your murder attempts. And I'm going to viciously mock him.
Yes.
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
All I did was yell at him, you know?
He has very bad wisdom, to be fair.
It's not my fault if he can't take a bit of mockery,
Okay,
you know?
That is 7. He rolled.
Excellent. Okay. So, I mean, damage-wise, it's not all that great. It's going to be 10 points of psychic damage, but also they have disadvantage on the next attack roll they make.
Okay.
So
So a funny thing happens as this is just a random nerd just jumps in front of the insult and takes the 10 damage.
I think you'll find there's a door release mechanism!
You just need to watch this YouTube video!
You have to remove the speaker panel!
One day they will find us.
Yeah. And he can do that once per round. He has that special damage deflection ability.
Oh boy.
But he does still take so that was disadvantage on attack rolls, was it?
On the next attack roll, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I shall make a note of that. Okay, so Eland sort of steps up with his microphone, and you get the impression that he's basically built himself 2 robot bards, because he himself, you are immediate. Make a quick insight check, everyone, actually.
Ha! Not an 18. 24.
Nice.
So it's an 18 and a half.
7 over here.
No, not an 18 and a half.
19.
Okay, so most of you, Reginar accepted, who's too busy flicking the bird, realize that just like Eland Mask is not in any way carrying himself like someone who actually knows how to be a musician. And these 2 robots are his bards that are sort of basically carrying the show for him. So one of them just immediately starts like strumming on this guitar to add the HP. Nice roll there. That is actually a very nice roll. Okay. The other one is sort of like acting as his support. And then he himself will then roll with this nice shiny dice. No, he doesn't. No, he deserves my worst dice. That's. I don't have it here. Okay, that one will do. Okay, so he himself is going on the attack, and he rolls a total of 26. And it's just like, it's all about the money, money, money. I have all the money, money. Fuck you.
That song was never even good in the first place.
He's like, if Pokemon was made for an adult audience, this is what Team Rocket would do.
Yeah.
This is the kind of raps your enemies would have.
Yeah. Okay. And so, like, despite all the nerds being in the audience, you actually do seem to have come out in the lead in this round. Despite his sort of powerful assistance, your side ended up with 14 music points left, and he ended up with 6. So there's like a big light on the ceiling, like pings on your side. It's like, and the first round goes to the Flaming Heteros.
Wait, I have a thing for this.
Yes!
Yay!
Finally, I have air horns! That's all I've ever wanted.
Life ambition achieved. And so, this second round, he gets to go first. And this time the robots are both just like shit. Like you guys like really outplayed him. So both the robots are going on the defense. So that. And now I have to do maths. As is D&D.
There is occasionally maths involved.
Oh, okay. So both the robots go on defense, and then Eland himself is going to sort of play at you. And he disturbingly rolls a nat 20. Fortunately, he actually has no plus modifier to his performance skill, so it's just a 20. I had a song for this, and now it's gone. That's probably the best. He sings that.
Eland, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Eland.
And
Hey,
he
Eland.
yeah.
He's just playing it himself. Yes.
Yes. Eland. I don't know who this Elon is. Entirely unrelated.
I said Eland. It's
Yes.
my accent.
Yeah, that's okay then.
English is not my native language.
Yeah.
Everyone's too afraid to say it. Fuck it, I'll say it. Elon Musk's a prick.
He is a prick,
He is a
allegedly.
prick.
Elans are actually also pricks. This isn't necessarily a science fact, but my personal tutor in undergrad used to do field work in the Kalahari next to a farm that had a single tame male eland, and none of the other elands wanted to go near it because it wasn't socialized properly, and then it went into heat, and then it attacked my personal tutor and gored his leg, so they had to kill it because it nearly killed him, and then they barbecued it. So don't try to tame elands, it doesn't work.
Yep.
Eat the rich. I mean, antelope.
Yes, I eat the elands. Musk.
So this round, what are you guys up to?
So wait, how many music points have we got left?
So it's refreshed. It's fresh each round. So
Oh, phew. Okay.
yeah.
How many did we have?
40 at the
The last round you ended in. So your natural. There's a eland that you should totally eat if it's rich,
Yes.
or otherwise maybe.
Or if it attacks you.
Lovely
Yeah.
rich meat.
Yeah. So your base level is 22, and you buffed it up to 40. And he did 26 damage to you last time, so you were down 40.
So now, but he just did 20 damage.
Yes, he just did 20 damage. So you are on 2 right now.
Well, that's not great.
Ugh.
And
I'm
he's
happy
on 62.
on 52.
62.
This motherfucker. I'm gonna take out one of those robots, but first I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna shift from a samba to a different Latin dance. I'm blanking.
A flamenco?
Is a flamenco Latin?
Rumba, maybe?
A rumba. We're gonna shift to a rumba. All the sharks have joined in.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to boost our music points again. That was shit. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay, was anyone doing a...
Oh no, I have advantage.
Yep.
It's gonna be a 15.
Nice. Okay, so you are now up to 17. What is Dream up to right now?
Well, from Ilan's last song, she's kind of gagging at the moment. Probably like a furball coming up, maybe. But they probably again will assist. This time they're going to assist Reginald because I'm sure Reginald's going to have something to take them out.
Okay. So that are we both going with our leads this time?
I would lead again. Yeah, I think.
You're
Yeah,
not going to get up to that number, so just try to get him down. And then I take out one of the robots.
You know, when it comes to defense and offense, like, I mean, Boomslime's been called defensive in the past, but he's been called offensive a lot more often. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So Boomslime's gonna kind of keep just freestyle cypher style, just like hurling badly wrapped insults at Eland.
Nice.
And that's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be a pretty good roll. It's gonna be 25.
Nice. This is where I find out that I can't do maths at this time of the evening. Okay, got it.
So at this point, I think Reginald's going to go for a Hail Mary to try and get this down. Getting to his feet after the power slide is going to look at all the nerds who are starting to get onto our side.
Did you all have your charisma bonuses, by the way?
Oh, no.
Oh, we had advantage, right? From enhanced ability.
Yeah.
You have advantage.
So he's gonna look at the audience, and with his tiny little legs, he's gonna stage dive.
Yes, Reggie. Yes, Reginald.
With my action, can I add? If I do something that will help that, can I add numbers to it?
Can I clarify a point here? The space in between is not a crowd. And I would say you actually look down and it's actually a spike pit. So,
So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Reginald just like screeches to a halt at the edge of the stage.
So it starts to do
I've
that.
got cure wounds if you want to try it. I'll just fill you up.
I need, unless I get a nat 20, I'm not trying it. I think I'm gonna go and do something like the Who instead then, and pick up the nearest instrument that I can and just smash it all across the stage in the coolest way possible. But I'm assuming everything's much bigger than I am, so it's probably not gonna go.
it's like it's gonna hoist a piano.
Just smashing a tambourine.
Okay, just roll me a d6.
He did it again. He did it again. No, he did it again.
I can show you the photo. I did do it again.
He did do it again. It's gotta be something shoe themed, Alex. Because every time he rolls a nat 20, it has to be something shoe themed.
It's a nat 20.
Okay. What is a shoe instrument?
And Dream is assisting? How is Dream assisting this?
Dream just grabs something from the side and just hurls it to you, and it's like a giant stiletto that's strung up like a harp. For some reason.
It brings back bad memories for Reginald.
I hold on to it and say, "Hello, old friend," and then smash it everywhere across the stage.
Okay. So what? And I believe you have plus 11 performance.
So plus 11, and then at this point, can I use the bardic inspiration that I got earlier on to add to that? Oh my god,
yes.
Which is 5, so that is 36.
Nice.
36. Ooh. Okay. So
Reginald, MVP.
So you just
I cannot believe that happened again.
You have taken him from 62 down to 1 music point left, and you take round 2.
Yeah. Before the round ends, can I now, while I'm whatever dance it is we're doing, I'm now up. I can't remember. I'm now up in the air. I'm floating. I'm flying again with the sharks, and I very subtly cast Dispel Magic on one of the robots.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Very not subtly, that's a 5.
Oh, dear.
I don't care. I just want to take him out. Okay. It's not technically an attack.
Yeah. So, is that plus anything?
That was 3 plus 2.
Okay, 3 plus 2. Okay, so I will say that as you are so far in the lead at the minute, like Braggadocio is just like, yeah, I'll allow it. Just like-
I did it as part of the dancing, so it was very smooth. But it wasn't subtle at all, because I had to yell the spell out.
Yeah. And just like the second you cast it, just the robot just catches on fire.
Makes sense.
It's all there.
Proof! He tried to kill us.
And that brings us to round 3, which is indeed our second round that you start. So you have the 2 lights above you for these 2 mysterious boons.
DM question.
Yes.
If Boomslang were to do something completely stupid,
Okay, so if Boomslang were to do,
which would give him like a really, really cool, like magical spotlight, and also would be kind of self-destructive and metal.
are you going to cast Moonbeam on yourself or something? You can have an.
I've already got advantage. Can I have a numerical bonus?
I will say that you can double your performance modifier for that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I Boomslang,
Before you do that, can I also use give you bardic inspiration for this? Because I haven't used
amazing.
that.
Yeah. So I guess after you've smashed up that harp, and after Boomslang's finished yelling stuff, kind of we go over for a big chest bump or something.
That's it.
Yeah, we got this. Fuck that guy.
Oh, and we still have the chance to cut his mic.
And then, so then, Boomslang's gonna strut over to the center of the stage and strike a Freddie Mercury pose and cast Moonbeam on myself. So I'll roll that save. I believe it's a con save.
Let's get the wolf
I
Moonbeam
hold
up.
on. I have the spell as well.
Okay, I'm gonna be mean to you here. I'm gonna
Con
say,
save. Yep.
for each additional higher level you cast this at on yourself, you can have an additional +1 to the.
Okay. So slight problem. When we long rested, it reset my max HP to something that is definitely not my max HP. It set it to 24, and that's definitely not.
That is not your max HP, no.
You have a record of it. I think it was. What are the rest of you guys max HP?
89. I remember Jazz at the highest. I think we had similar.
Yeah, I think I had 90 or 89 or something similar. I'll put 89.
I think we might have had the same one actually.
This is what everyone tunes in for. Hit point
yes.
Okay. Boomslang is an incredibly reckless person.
We'll call it 90.
Okay, cool. Okay. Thanks. Boomslang's incredibly reckless. And he's 3 whiskeys in at this point, and still not entirely. He didn't start the day sober, so he's gonna cast it at level 4 because he's riding high on the kind of we've been doing a storming set, 2 whole rounds of absolutely this guy tried to kill us, so I'm gonna cast it at level 4. Okay. But I passed the save with a 23 or something. And so it starts off at 2d10. So it's 4d10.
40.
We could have saved time and effort, and I could have just cast Dawn on you because that would have done the same thing.
So that is 21 points of damage.
Okay, I can heal. That's heal.
Oh no, it's halved actually because I passed the save.
So it's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Easily.
Yeah, nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, so I'm strike the Freddie Mercury pose. This Death Star laser immediately just burning a circle in the stage. There's little flames around me. You smell like, like burnt clothing and no burnt hair because it's just but like the burning kind of
burnt leather.
Yeah.
I feel like Tree goes, what the?
Oh dear.
And
he's like,
and Boomflang just kind of stands there and flipping off Elon's mask and he's not even rapping at this point, but the performance is
okay. Okay, so roller's advantage plus double your.
This is gonna be brutal. So 18 plus 16 is 34.
34, and then plus. Is that including the extra +2?
Why +2?
From your higher level moonbeam.
Oh yeah, sorry, 36. Yes.
That's why you did that.
I mean, I did it more for flavor, but yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so right now, Eland is at -14.
And one of his robots is down.
Yeah, he's like, there's just like he's seeing this like silhouetted, like flaking, burning snake guy.
Yeah.
And he's, like, he can't see anything else. His mind
just got burned into his retina. So what do the rest of you wish to do? Those of you who aren't incinerating yourselves.
I would also like to cast Moonbeam on Boomflang.
Hot.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
They cancel each other out, right?
They multiply.
Well, actually, if I cast Dawn, that's like the opposite of the moon, right? The Dawn.
But if you cast a moonbeam,
does it do 4d10 radiant damage? Yes.
Or just you all moonbeam yourself at once.
if you cast a moonbeam, but like you phase shifted the light waves so that all of the peaks lined up with all of the troughs of the other wave, then maybe you could cancel it out.
I think you're being a bit ambitious.
I think you take another 4d10 damage, so let's not do that.
Yeah.
I was just trying to shoehorn some science in, man.
I think we should all attack him this round. That's just my opinion.
Before we go any further, like Boomslang, how do you look just now? I know he was a bit singeing and.
Yeah, so like framed in this luminous column of light with like the stage is starting to like burn around the edges with little flames, and the leather jacket it's already taken a bit of a beating. It's kind of a leather biker jacket, black and red, and that's kind of fluttering in the updraft. His skin is flaking.
So whilst you're still within Moonbeam, can I cast Prestidigitation to clean you up a little bit so that when it comes on, you're immaculate?
Amazing, thank you. Yeah, all of the like, because like there's like the outer layer of skin which he would normally shed in a few months, but it's kind of burning and peeling off, and the flakes of ash are like rising in the moonbeam, and it looks really metal but also kind of gross. So now that's kind of shoom, and there's like a ding.
So are we all going on the lead now?
I think we should. And then you should squeak.
Who is going first with the lead? Anyone got any thoughts and ideas?
I've just got sharks, man.
I just got
what if we did stuff like all, what if Boomslang's like pillar of light was like
all the sharks
part of like
split.
a thing that like everything else like builds this montage of stuff.
All the sharks are gonna split into two shoals, and sort of go in and out of the moonbeams and just like start spiraling around.
Whoa.
And Lavinia's just gonna stay back behind the moonbeam. Do I roll for
I might
shark?
have to make this image as merch.
Yes. Oh my god, please do.
Yes.
Take my God.
Do I roll for shark? What do I roll here, Alex?
I would say just to prevent confusion, you can either roll a performance, or instead you can roll Arcana if you would prefer.
My Arcana's a -1, so I'm gonna go with the 0 of performance. I do still have advantage. Oh, that's cocked. Okay, that's gonna be an 11.
Okay. So
But that does bring him even further into the negatives.
that does take him down to -25.
Good.
It's because his hit points were overvalued, actually.
He's never gonna be able to buy. He's never gonna be able to buy Twitter at this this rate.
No. Okay. Dream. What are we going there?
Honestly, I have no clue.
So I had a thought about what I would maybe ask Dream to do.
Sure.
So we've got this like moonbeam of light with sharks dancing around it. And if possible, I would love Dream to throw Reginar up into the air, to appear in the middle of the beam of light with his arms outstretched.
Okay, sure. I will provide support.
Are we just all taking moonbeam damage?
No. Like
No.
just like not into
Oh,
the
okay,
moonbeam,
okay, right,
but just
right,
like
right.
in front of it.
Silhouetted.
Silhouetted
Gotcha.
behind.
Sure, so
Just-
I will provide support to
Okay,
Rachel.
roll a athletics check, I think.
Me?
For, For halfling hurling.
We do have a
Well,
request
it's gonna
for
be bad.
roll for. We have a request for roll for shark merch as well. So
Roll for sure. Yeah, fair enough.
we did actually roll for crab at the live show. It was
Worked really
amazing.
well. Worked really well.
So this might go bad because I have a -1. So you might regret
no.
this, Reginald. Just
What could go wrong?
it's a 13.
So 12. Was that an advantage?
No, 14. I've got 14.
Wait, no, this wouldn't be an advantage, but no.
No,
14. So 13, yeah. So
Sure.
I'll take that as like you're sort of like setting up this beautiful moment. So Reginar is nice and hurled. Let's say I'll be nice and say he takes another -13 points of damage because it's funny. And Reginar, how do you end this? This epic performance.
So if I've been able to throw myself up into the air with
Yeah.
my arms outspread, looking a little bit like a deity, if we're gonna go with it that
he
way.
looks just like IKEA.
Well, I have both arms that way, so like an Allen key, or just one arm down.
Yes.
And then just like scream towards all the nerds, "You have been lied to." And watch what they do.
I thought Dream
Okay,
was the one who liked cults.
Roll. You can roll performance or persuasion. I'll let you choose.
It is 17.
Was that
Was
an
that
advantage?
yeah?
Oh, it's an advantage.
It'll be advantage either way.
The splendor.
Get 17.
Okay, so just the like this whole thing, and the nerds are all just sort of like whispering to each other. It's like, what's going on? Like, how can he come back from that? My life means nothing. My apes mean nothing.
All their apes. Gone.
My Dogecoin. I'm sorry. Dogecoin. Or Doge, as in the Venetian leader.
Yes.
Okay, so Eland is just like fuck.
One last thing. Can I use my thaumaturgy to make a loud squeaking noise near that charmed guy from earlier?
Yes, but he can't.
I was gonna
that's
wait.
the-
I was gonna wait until I could come back down before he starts to do whatever bullshit he's
Okay.
got to do.
So
yeah, that's also fine.
Yeah.
As long as we get the sound.
So yeah, you just make whoop of this guinea pig squeak, and then he just like comes up to the stage, just like I've got to like defend my honor, just like, just like no one can hear what he said. And so he he's just like trying and just like, and then just the microphone catches on fire because it.
The Tulsa logo is revealed.
Yeah.
All this time, Boomslang's still standing there in the Freddie Mercury pose, being like,
Still burning. So you have utterly like annihilated him in all three stages of the band stage, and the third like pings on in the ceiling, and now the boons shall be bequeathed, and just like this sort of big crystal sort of descends from the middle of the arena, and simultaneously there's a bridge between the two stages that rises up, and for the battle, all the Flaming Heteros are blessed. Bane is cast upon Eland Mask, and haste is cast upon the Flaming Heteros. Let the battle begin. Roll initiative.
I'm going to, as that happens, reach out and touch Boomslang, who I'm assuming is right in front of me, and cast use my Vigilant Blessing to give him advantage on this initiative roll.
Nice.
amazing, thank you. And all of you have a +4 to initiative from my aura of vigilance as well.
Do we wait? What does haste give us anything for initiative?
That is a good question, actually.
Because if we're faster, or is it just? I don't know how that spell works.
I haven't actually. So it gives you an extra. It doubles your movement and gives you an extra action.
Okay.
So thank you for the advantage, Dagmar, because
That's
I rolled a
alright.
4 and a 9, so
Nice.
the 9's not too bad, but that gets me to a 17 in total.
We've +2 bonus to AC.
It has
Speed's
advantage on.
doubled, Dex
Also, you have
saves.
advantage on your initiative roll. That's
Okay, well then. Good, because I just rolled a 2.
I have 15.
I have 20.
I have 20 as well.
I'm so
Is that
excited.
You've
With
got higher
the +4 from Boomslang, Jazz.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
so. Which of you has higher? Or I could just check because I have both of your stats up. Reginald has higher dex. So what were you, Khalil?
I was a 17.
Okay. So it is Regina, Lavinia, Boomslang, Dream, and Boomslang, Robot, Dream, and then last is Eland.
Okay.
By quite a margin. So, Regina, how do you wish? So, Eland is about 60 foot away from you right now. How do you wish to go? And the crowd is just like, Heteros, but in an inclusive way.
That's our go-to chant.
It's about the eyes. It's about the eyes. I realize
So
I don't think we've told the audience that everyone in the party
Absolutely have not explained
is
that.
heterochromic.
Yeah, I did briefly allude to it in the first episode, but yeah, that's,
Deep lore.
yeah. All the party are heterochromatic. Then I don't know about their sexualities, although I have some suspicions in some cases.
So I have a question. The remaining robot, is
Yes.
it a metal robot?
It is.
Okay. If we're 60 feet away, then I would like to cast heat metal.
Okay.
So, yeah. So this
I
is
wonder if this
concentration
robot has a
spell.
manual door open function.
Let me look it up on
Enter the
CubeView
robot.
real quick.
So causing this robot to glow red hot.
Okay.
And takes 2d8 fire damage.
Nice. Is there any save or anything? I don't think there is.
No, there's not.
Cool.
Yeah, because
Nope.
if it's something they're holding, it's a con save, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's just the thing.
Yeah. So are you only casting it at the normal level?
Yeah.
Okay. Heat metal is just a wonderful spell for fucking people up. That's... So, yep, if you roll for damage when you're ready.
Yep. Awesome. Finding the right dice. Where is it? Where is it? There you are. 6.
So the robot just is beginning to sort of glow red hot, and you just hear it. There's just smoke coming out of it already. Like there just seems to be something about Tulsa products and fire. I don't know what it is. But it's still up for now. Anything else?
Not for now. Not for now.
You have a second action.
Yeah, you are
As well.
hasting. Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. So I do.
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot about
and you're
that.
blessed.
And we're
As well.
blessed, yes.
And they're all
Which
great.
Hashtag
So
adds
that's
a
D4 ready?
D4 to an attack or saving throw.
So, I want to see if we can eat the rich. And I'm going to go into my bag of tricks. Because I want to see if we can get another predator in the mix. So I've got a grey bag of tricks, D8 to see what comes out.
We've only got a whole bunch of sharks. A cobra.
Well, we need to
And a
try and see,
leopard.
like, is there something that's going to be...
Yeah, this labyrinth is all for murder. You know that.
We're well aware. We love Dream and her murderous tendencies.
So, this is going to cause some chaos. It is a giant badger. It's gonna come out of this bag of tricks. There's now a giant badger on
But
the...
question:
Giant is giant when we talk about badgers.
I know. I was thinking, is it a European one or is it like a North American one?
Yeah, that was what.
So it's like a,
Or
yeah.
is it a
Yeah, 'cause
honey
the power
badger?
to weight ratio.
Yeah, it's a
of,
honey badger. Yeah.
We have to roll for what kind of badger it is.
Yeah, okay. I think you should because this is a science podcast after all.
Did we just turn this into Monty Python?
What do you turn into? Just like...
So I'd love it if it was a
I'm seeing
honey
how many
badger.
species of badger there. 1, 2, 3.
There are 15 species of
Yeah, there's a
badger,
lot
so I
of
don't know
badgers.
what kind of dice you want to make him roll.
Roll. Okay, I'm gonna skip out 2 random ferret badgers. So roll 2d6 and see where we.
3 and 1.
So you have summoned a Japanese badger, which looks kind of like a regular badger, but like they're quite cute.
Oh no, it's... Oh my god, it's so
What?
cute!
This
Oh, it
is-
looks like a European badger and an American badger had a child.
Well, it's one of these animals that looks really cute,
Wow.
but it can fuck you up.
Well, especially a giant one.
Yeah.
If you're in Japan and you've seen these badgers, tell me about them. I love
This
them.
is real
This is, I think, when
Pompoko.
Sam has to bring up a picture to show our audience.
On it, I'm on it. There's a giant badger on the...
The
on
Wikipedia
the-
picture of it is just so cute. Oh my god. I am
They look like-
reinforcing the stereotype that all animal scientists just want to look at pictures of cute animals all day. Absolutely,
We
100%.
do.
They look like a regular badger has had like a bath in tea for too long and just faded a bit.
And it's not sure if it's angry or if it's just slightly confused.
It's fuzzy, but a bit indignant.
Yes.
Oh,
Look at it.
adorable.
So what's the giant badger doing?
I love it so much.
Okay.
So the badger can make 2 attacks on its go.
Okay.
I think we're the closest to it.
Yeah.
Oh, is the
I
badger
assume it's on
hasted?
your side.
Is the badger hasted? That's a good question.
I would say it's not, just because I want you to actually get an opportunity to beat him up yourself.
Thank you.
Because that's what I want to, Alex.
And
You know me
this,
so
this
well.
is all for you, Dagmar. This just like I know, I'm filling your heart's desire.
First
You
the air
create
horns,
antelope.
and now I get to fight an antelope.
Yes.
And Elon Musk.
So
Okay,
does the badger get to do anything now, or is that?
Let's just tie it to your turn. So yeah, if you just I mean, it'll probably have to. I assume a giant badger would just basically have to run up to him now,
Yeah,
and then that'll be its go.
yeah. It's only got a speed of 30 feet. So
Okay, yeah. So yeah, this. I'm assuming. I'm picturing it's like the size of a hippo. It's just like,
Oh, wow, that's a big badger.
terrifying.
this big old badger just like lumbering down this.
Yes.
And that brings us to Lavinia.
Lavinia is. Oh, this guy tried to kill us. She's not happy. She's going to drop the enhanceability, so we all feel slightly less charismatic once again. And then I'm going to take a page out of Boomslang's book and cast. Let me double check. A 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light coming down onto, I assume, Eland and the robot as I cast Dawn.
And the badger.
Oh
I-
shit! No, the
I
badger
assume-
could still be out of range.
Yeah, I assume you could position it in such a way as to not hit the badger.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for the badger. The badger's cute. We like the badger.
Yeah.
So could I get?
I think the badger
That
needs
is
a
going
name
to be.
also.
What
Yes.
badger's name?
It's
yeah.
going to be
Badger's name's
con
in the chat.
saves from them, Alex.
So say that
Um,
again.
2 con saves, please, from Eland and
Okay,
his.
so turquoise dice can be the robot, and the orange dice can be Eland. Okay, so Eland made a save of 8,
Nope.
and the robot made a. Where did I even put the robot stats? Sorry, I wrote some of this on my paper and some of it in my Google Doc for some reason.
Ah, that's close.
Efficiency
Yeah,
/ chaos.
yeah, that's
The same
it
thing,
was just to
right?
keep up with our brand. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the robot rolled 21.
Yeah, 21 will save, but still takes half damage, and I rolled 23 radiant damage.
Nice.
So that's going to be 11 to the robot, but 23
Okay.
to Eland.
So that. So in 23 to Eland.
Yes.
Okay, so
And then I have another action. But we'll
just
get to
as
that.
you do that, another weird nerd just like jumps and takes some of the moonbeam.
For fuck's sake.
So,
Like a parasail
it.
made of meat.
The nerd, strangely enough, also catches fire.
yeah. It's just so that's the nerd. The nerd reflex takes 10 damage off each attack, so he only takes 13 damage. But
No,
that's-
he's going to
that's
take
his
more than
reaction
that,
spent for
Alex.
the turn.
Good. I'm going to then take out my light crossbow
Mhm.
and try to shoot him with it.
Okay.
Click clack.
Why do I have 2d20s? Who knows? That is going to be a 16 to hit.
I believe that hits. Yep. He
Awesome.
doesn't
And
actually
then-
have any armor on. He's just wearing a suit.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then he's gonna take 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of radiant damage.
Nice. So there's just this like glowing crossbow bolt in it, and the nerd is just on the floor crying that he failed to stop that as well.
I'm gonna... as a bonus action, can I make an intimidation check against that nerd? I just want to growl at him.
Sure. Go for it.
I'm gonna run my full movement towards Eland, but stay out
Yep.
of the moonbeam, or out of the dawn beam,
Yeah.
which is still going, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
Okay,
do all
roll
of the
that.
nerds as I run. Intimidation, it's a 14. Not my best work.
Okay, so let's. Okay, so the nerd is just like squeals, and there's just like the nerd is in the moonbeam, and this like puddle of something sort of spreads out from him, but then it just immediately evaporates up into his own face from the moonbeam burning.
Makes sense. Oh well, if he's in the spell, he's gonna take more damage, Alex.
Fun?
If he's in the spell, he's gonna take a lot more damage.
Yes, but there's hand waving silliness.
Yes,
reasons
there's
why
just
not.
too many nerds protecting him. That makes sense. And that will be my turn.
Okay, boom slang.
Okay. This haste is quite a rush. Ooh. His pupils go like into like almost invisibly narrow slits, and he's just
gonna
like,
run at war, isn't he?
and he starts dancing over to Eland. But because he's hasted, it's like weirdly fast, like in a silent movie, or like in The Grudge or something. He's like, so for my conventional action, I'm going to take 2 attacks with my long stabby snake fang swords.
Okay.
I rolled 2 natural ones.
You just sort of like you were about to get that last blow, and then you just trip over the nerd and fumble it.
Yeah, I just got like too busy dancing, and like I forget that I haven't actually taken the swords out, and so I'm like, one sec, let me try that again.
Yeah.
And so then with my hasted action, I'm going to attack once more. That's a nat 20.
Yes!
I shit you not. That went from 2 nat 1s to a nat 20.
Nice.
Well done.
Amazing.
And so,
Amazing.
as is tradition, we're going to play that same song. That's going to be a level 4 Divine Smite in there. And there's going to be a mobile flourish, which lets me add, I think, 1d6 to the damage. So that'd be 2d6.
And you are blessed as well, so that doesn't make a difference in damage.
No, yeah, that's attack roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what I have to roll, this is going to be a lot of dice. So it's 2d6 for the flourish, and then it's going to be 2d8 for the sword, and then at a level 4 smite, that's going to be... Level 4 smite is 5d8? Shit, I should have looked this up. Sorry, everyone. Divine Smite, 2d8 plus... So second level would be 3d8, third level would be 4d8, fourth level would be 5d8. There we go. So that's going to be an extra 10d8 because it's the crit. I'm going to have to roll that separately. I'll do the sword and the flourish first. That's going to be 16 plus 16, 26, 35, 51, 55, 59. A very nice amount of damage. 69 damage.
Yes!
Nice. and so he's dancing along, tries to double stab, realizes that he's forgotten his swords. And he goes, wait, one sec, let me try that again. Bam! And he goes, nice.
Is that before you doubled it or not?
Oh, wait, no, so that was 69 plus, I think, 5 for my modifier, so that's 74.
So was the 69, had you doubled it for the crit?
I was rolling twice as many dice.
Oh, okay. So just like even as like it's like you can't touch me. I have bulletproof suit, and then just immediately just shatters off him the second time.
Yeah, and with the long on the knife, my tongue is like flicking out. Again, way too close in his personal space.
Okay.
He deserves it.
that was 74. Okay, right. That brings us to the robot.
Well, no, I have a bonus action, mate.
No. I apologize.
So for my bonus action, I would like to cast Compelled Duel.
Okay.
So he has to make a Wisdom save, I think. Yes.
Which we know he's not good at.
That's DC, I think 16. Yes, DC 16.
That is not. So that'll be +2. Sorry, save or roll?
Wisdom save.
Save. Okay, so that would be -3 to wisdom he has, so that'll be 8.
Okay. So basically, after stabbing him, I'm like, what? And so he has disadvantage on attacks against anyone apart from me, and has to make a Wisdom saving throw if he wants to go more than 30 feet from me. Because I'm just like, what? Anytime he tries to turn away, I'm like, all right up in his face, like, what?
Keep him in the dawn beam.
Oh, yeah, I probably take dawn damage as well. But,
Yeah, actually, you probably do.
because Boomslang, as he's like, because the haste gets cast on him, and so he's kind of coming up on the haste, and he sees a bigger spotlight over there, a much more impressive spotlight, and someone else is in it. He's like, no, that's mine.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
That's with advantage because 1T. Another nat 1. Wow. That's 10 plus. That's 15. That probably doesn't pass, does it?
No, you need a 16. You take 19 points of radiant damage.
19. Oh, that's
Lavinia's
fine.
just going, oh, no.
Worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, and I'm still more than 2/3 health. I'm fine.
Okay. Just give me a shout if you need healing, because I got that
But,
as well.
Yeah, after getting like spruced up by Reginar earlier, he kind of dances away over to the bigger spotlight and immediately totally doesn't learn his lesson. He's like, you can hear the kind of like bacon cooking noise, and like you can tell that it hurts, but he's just like still grinning, just like eye twitching. Like
Suddenly-
Mo in The Simpsons when he's got like the thing of chips on his head.
Suddenly, Reginald's really hungry.
Maybe the snake oil salesman was onto something.
I bet you would love this.
So that brings us round to the robot. So the robot is going to look at the situation, and then it's just going to put down its guitar and try and walk off the stage.
That's fair.
Is it because of the situation, or is it because like it's like image recognition software stopped working and it just thought that was the way to go?
I mean, make an insight check.
No, Boomslang doesn't know anything about this. No, nothing.
It's like, robots be robots.
Boomslang probably didn't even notice the thing go. He's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, it's still on the stage for the distance it can get. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be helping. And that brings us round to Dream.
Okay, so Dream is going to be strategic and cast Greater Invisibility, and try and get closer and behind Elon Musk, and obviously the beam and stuff like that.
I think behind him is in the beam, I will warn you.
Yeah.
So there's no way to get behind him.
There's
no
without
space,
burning yourself.
Like that's not beam. Okay.
You could probably just
That's
make
good
it in front
enough.
of him.
Okay. I would still get burnt though, wouldn't I?
It depends where Lavinia positioned the beam exactly. Like, was he just in the edge of the
Well,
beam?
I was trying not to hit the badger.
Yeah.
And
So,
I
yeah,
myself am as close to him as possible without being in the beam, so I'm guessing
Yeah.
he is right at the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be kind of like.
and he's probably facing me because he's compelled to
Yeah.
duel me.
So everyone is right up in his face.
Okay, I might as well get up his face but being invisible.
Okay.
Do that, and I'm gonna physically trying to surprise them by casting fear, and then deactivate the invisibility, and then whatever he's most afraid of is gonna be right in his face, and hopefully crap his pants.
Okay.
That's the aim.
So what's the save on that?
The save of that is I don't know. I've lost it. Give me 1 second.
It's probably wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Will be.
assumed it would be.
We know he's shit at that, so this is a great plan.
Yeah, exactly.
it's wisdom save.
Saving throw.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, it is.
So
It's a union boss.
Hey, we do know the heteros are pro-union, so that's been established since day one.
So that was he has -3 and he rolled a nice 8. So
Nice.
so
Nice.
what you see is that the I'm saying sort of in his mind he's seeing this sort of like whirlwind of his money. He's like gonna Scrooge McDuck it, and then it just sort of like evaporates away into nothing. And he takes and he is now let's see, there's a saving throw. So it is now frightened, and it must take the dash action away from you. But it also doesn't know where you are. So
Does he get a general sense from the fear aura, though?
that's a good question. If the
But also, he can't go more than 30 feet away from Boomslang.
Yeah. So he's basically trapped in the dawn. So he's like,
He's just faffing around.
yeah.
The headless chicken.
He's like doing like kind of like Benny Hill, like he's sort of so panicked. Does he take? Is the dawn on your turn or is it on his turn?
It's at the end of his turn.
Okay, so he's so panicked. He is going to first of all use a power that is called Tweeting Meltdown, where firstly, like he just texts into his phone and just like you see his bank balance drop just to use this power, and just a massive flock of oxpeckers fly in and just attack all of you.
I think they get eaten by the sharks before they get to me, but yes.
I mean, or burnt, but in theory,
I'm invisible, right? So they can't see me.
So that-
they are some kind of magical oxpeckers.
Damn it!
So that.
It makes sense that he's having a tweet meltdown because like we're in a compelled duel, and so
Yeah.
that's he can't resist kind of a bit of Twitter beef.
Yeah, so
we do
you
all
see,
have
like,
a +2 to our ACs, by the way.
Oh yeah.
From haste.
Does that include the badger? Just so you know.
Sam, you're frozen.
as to whether it would hit.
Can
You're
you-
frozen while you're chewing on your pen. You look really evil. Let's get that on a shirt. There we go. He's back.
There you go.
All of you make a reflex saving throw, please.
Is that a dex save?
Yes, sorry.
We have advantage on those.
Yes.
From haste. Oh, and also we can add a d4 from Bless.
Yeah, you can also add a d4 from that.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, and add a 4 from me as well.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's
So we all
gonna be
make it.
25 from me. I'm not even gonna. Well, no, I'm just gonna roll the Bless die just because I can. 28 from Lavinia, whose dex is not that good.
I rolled
27.
I rolled a 9 on the dice, so I only got 24.
I loosely count for all the pluses. So do you say a plus D4
Plus-
dice?
Yes.
Plus D4 from Bless, and a
Yes.
plus straight 4 from being next to me.
Okay. 21.
Okay. And Sam, roll for the badger as well.
Oh, yeah.
Badger gets the +4.
Not Archibald. I've decided his name should be Archibald.
17 for the Badger.
Okay, so you
Yes,
all...
Archibald.
This is a fun giant Badger stats of what there's to hand. Okay. Let's just roll some stats for Archibald quickly because I feel mean.
Yes. We're keeping
Okay,
him.
no, that's actually worse than default. Okay, so the Swarm of Oxpeckers, it would do. It fails to do full damage to any of you because you're just basically just like glowing super science at the minute. But everyone does take 17 damage still with these Oxpeckers, and sadly Archibald does sort of, fluff of smoke.
Rest in peace.
We're
And
gonna
he's
have
like,
commemorative Archibald merch very soon.
With
R.I.P. Archibald. Forever in our thoughts.
Yeah.
in our hearts.
the People's Badger.
Yeah.
But so after
He was a
the
Union Badger.
bird pecking and the 2 spotlights, Boomslang is starting to look a little ropey.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Not too bad, but
I've got you.
Okay. He does at this point also pull off a legendary action that he has. And he reaches
he's gonna set a Tulsa on fire.
I'll tell you something later about what happens if he rolls a 1, but probably
He catches fire, yes.
in anything. So he was like reaches in. It's like I didn't get this from my dad, okay, and he pulls out a Chaos Emerald.
oh no!
Oh, God.
Like from Sonic, Chaos Emerald.
I mean,
Yeah, but apartheid
no.
Sonic.
For copyright reasons, no. It's an entirely unrelated original Chaos Emerald. And he is going to... I think he's going to fire a beam of energy at Boomslang, who is compelling him to a duel.
Fight me, man! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Come on! What? No, don't look away. No. What you do with that
You're
gem?
like all of the worst guys outside of clubs on like a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the good and the bad types
Yes.
of awful people to meet. Like the nice, too nice and too nasty.
Okay, Boomslang, can you roll me a dexterity save, please?
Oh, happily. Oh yeah, 27. Oh wait.
Okay,
no.
so yeah, you're fine. Well, not fine, but you managed to sort of just duck under it and take this like massive like green energy beam just go and just like falls a hole out the other side of the. It's like, and you take 17 points of damage as it just like skims you.
17. Okay.
You still up?
He's still up.
And
my
and
maths
then
is
he
right.
just runs in circles a bit from the fear and the duel.
Come back here! Come back here! Come back
And then
here!
he
Fight me!
takes
Fight me!
the
Fight me!
storm damage.
Very good. Where are my dice? He gets to make another con save.
Nat 1.
Does he explode into fire? You just said, ask me what happens if he rolls a 1, so I'm just checking.
I mean, this is true. Just everything he is like carrying just independently catches on fire.
Yes!
So that's his watch catches on fire. For some reason, his mask catches on fire. His clothes catch on fire somehow. His shoes so he's going to take 44 fire damage.
And then also 18 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so at the minute, I think just at this point, he just basically just evaporates.
Does the Chaos Emerald get left behind?
Let's go with yes. Yes, it does.
Yes!
Just
Give it to Dream. That's
Dream
not
wants
gonna end
it.
badly.
Dream's having like you know when the cat like sees something and like his eyes go like like dilated.
It is the ultimate laser pointer.
Yes. So yeah,
It's time to do the butt wiggle.
Yes.
Ready to pounce.
So yeah.
And as he sort of dissipates to ash, he's like, and advancing to round 2 and apparently probably causing finance lawyers years of generous employment as they sort out his estate. The Flaming Heteros!
Cue air horns!
Boom's playing is kind of like, after the kind of, absorbing and kind of taking in some of the rapturous applause and kind of, high-fiving his bandmates, he's going to kind of sort of stagger out of the spotlight and just kind of sit down in the wings, just in the dark, just like smoke rising off his like peeling forehead.
Video will follow him, and I'm just gonna put my hands on your shoulders and cast Cure Wounds.
Next
Oh,
week,
thank
Legend
you.
of the Flaming Heteros. Boomslang applies a lot of yogurt.
Yogurt. Yeah, can we go back to get milkshakes actually, and just pour
Yeah,
those
the
on
hot
it?
cafe.
Yeah.
Whilst this is going on, Ridgenar runs up like to Carl and just like, we couldn't have done it without you, buddy, and like holds him aloft and just like starts like throwing him in the air.
Thanks
like,
for helping
catching him
us
a couple
cheat.
times.
I cast pyrotechnics to give us a little firework display.
Again, air horns. Just constant air horns.
You are supporting the working man or guinea pig, uplifting those doing manual labor. So that is very on brand. And for winning this heat, sponsored, you have won a year's supply of protein-flavored cubes.
Yeah.
And just like this
Yay! We can give them to the sharks. They'll
But will that matter if we leave?
I was going to say, hopefully, we're not going to be here for a year.
I mean, you can take them with you. They don't really decay.
Lavinia,
Ever.
you could give them to that little community that you give fruit to, right?
Oh yes, yes. I'll give them to
Yes,
to
a
those
food that
poor
has
children.
zero nutritional value. Yeah, yeah.
No, they're just very flavorless. They have lots of nutritional value. Protein's very good for you, Booms.
No, these
They're protein flavored. They're not protein.
Oh.
they have all the flavor of protein, but none
Right,
of the.
I misunderstood. I thought they were the flavored protein version, not the protein flavored version.
No, I see. I got mixed up before as well because I was looking for a beer-free alcohol, and I accidentally got alcohol-free beer and it was rubbish.
Oh no, I replaced your beer-free alcohol with alcohol-free beer. You really should cut back.
Oh,
I'll
I
give
mean,
you
that's one
back
of
the
those things where
beer-free
you can buy,
alcohol
like-
now that we've won, though.
yes!
Protein cube flavored.
You're the best.
Cube flavored crisps.
Well, you know what? The children can have a treat. I'll bring these to the children.
For those who are not in on our strange in-jokes, elsewhere in the world, a community of middle-class leprechauns just see this on TV and cringe.
Green bit of lore. Are we not? Oh god.
I don't think that's come up on the...
I don't think it has yet. No.
Will we find out what that means? Maybe later. Maybe not at all. Depends what
Do
we
we
remember.
know what it means?
Yeah.
We're shaky.
And so, you are picked up by Siegfried.
Oh god.
This time not in the exploding car. It's like, wunderbar, you have succeeded in getting to the next round, and I, Sigrid van Wunderbar, have also arranged for you that meeting tomorrow. And
Fantastic.
and with that, with the cheering crowds, I assume you've spent a bit of time just soaking up the adoration from the nerds and other people who were also there.
Boomslang would have taken a sec, you know, like I said, in the wings, in the dark, to kind of just sit down, maybe have a cigarette or something, just kind of.
Do you want to smoke on the vape?
He lights it on the edge of the dawn.
You just like light it on a bit of your own like singeing scales.
I like Dream's idea. I think like it's time for a vape.
Actually, that being said, Lavinia will offer Boomslang the which one was it? The hero's a hero's sacrifice squandered, and just offer it to you.
Let me find the document that's got the answers to that in.
And if Boomslang doesn't take it, she will just use it herself.
Okay.
I'll say, you want to tease it? And I'll take a puff and hold it in and pass it to Lavinia.
Yeah, she also will take a puff.
And then we'll breathe out at the same time, pointed in the direction of an innocent bystander.
It's poor Carl again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be the guinea pig. Yeah.
He's short, thankfully.
To be fair, that nerd is still on stage, so it might be him.
Oh yeah. I'm aiming for the nerd.
The Musk apologies. Yeah.
Bear with me, got to do some maths here.
I don't like that. That's not a good sign.
Okay, so wait.
What have we done?
You'll find out what you've done.
Both of us also explode. Find out next time.
Okay, so you are both doing this at once.
Yes.
At this nerd.
Yes.
And basically,
innocent bystander, yeah.
So you just taking this deep puff, and then it's like this roaring inferno just blasts out, and you incinerate the nerd. Also, though, there's like a backwash of it, and you both take 48 damage.
Boomslang is down as fuck. Boomslang is down. Alright.
The video will smoking slightly. That's normal, Alex, please.
Yeah.
Smoking slightly. The video will lift up Boomslang and cast a cure wounds.
Also, so Boomslang, when he's unconscious, like goes the consistency of spaghetti. So it's like you're carrying a scarf, you know. He's just like between your arms.
I'm kind of imagining that it kind of like blasted you backwards, so it's like just spaghetti thrown at a wall.
Meanwhile, Reginald's at the side, like just sitting with Carl in one hand and this cigar in the other. What the fuck have I got?
Dream's too preoccupied with the Chaos Emerald to even notice.
I do have good news for you, Boomslang. Because we're ending the night. Oh, damn it. On a shark.
Yes. Oh,
and you regain 11 hit points.
11.
Shark hit points! You turn into a shark. We'll see how that affects him next time on the Legend of the Flaming Heteros.
As I come to look up at Lavinia.
I might keep a hold of the beer-free alcohol for just a little while longer, just until you're conscious again.
What does the other one do?
We've got 3 more.
We can do that next week.
I'm going to budget you to 1 a week, I think. Narrative reasons.
What? Is that you?
It's me, Glod.
Oh, it's getting silly.
Thank you everyone for joining us in this nonsense.
Thank you for watching as we once again obliterate a famous person we don't like. For good reasons.
Someone who is legally distinct from a famous person we don't like.
Yes.
Yeah.
That, yes, what Khalil said. We will be back with The Legend of the Flaming Heteros on the 20th of June. I apologize, I have other commitments, so it's my fault. You can blame me. Or the Cheltenham Science Festival, blame them. But in 2 weeks' time, Sam and Khalil will be doing a little buddy cop adventure, and you'll get to discover exactly how Reginar and Boomslang met. The rest of us won't be there, but next week, we are also launching our other show, Where Wild Things Come From, where you can watch me and either Sam or Alex or both of them play video games and talk about the animal-like creatures in them and where they come from and whether or not they're scientifically accurate or not. So, join us next week Monday for that. In 2 weeks' time, you'll see whatever chaos those two come up with. And then we'll see the rest of you soon.
If we get over £100 a month on Patreon, you can fight Rickard Jervis next.
We're more than halfway there already, so this is doable.
Maybe there's got to be a new tier, which is name a baddie.
Oh, I still need to update though, so absolutely. See you soon. Good night.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks.
And good night.